did you do that? How did you do that?
Okay, today is January 29, 2017 and it's 7:54. My kids just went to school. So I just wanted to touch bases on terms of my neck. Over the weekend, I've done a couple videos and reflection to, to my neck situation. I've done a couple exercises at home to do neck movement. As you can see right now, don't get me wrong, I'm still feeling the tightness slightly, but it's not as bad as before. See, I could move my neck without cringing. I've done a couple videos where I'm in the living room while I was waiting for my son. I was eating some crackers, waiting for killing some time. So while I was doing it, then my phone was nearby. I just grabbed the phone and recorded. And then last night while I was in bed, I put the AccuRelief around my shoulders and around my neck. I pulled my camera again, did a small little recording. Just to not only for myself to see some of the things that I've done in the future if that happens again, so I could do the same things again. Now I've mentioned that you guys, the only reason I'm showing these kind of things is because I'm going through it. I'm not a doctor. I'm nowhere near the field of telling people this is the best way to resolve it. If, for instance, you were in a car accident, obviously this will not apply to you. You will have to go to a doctor, do your x-ray, see what's wrong that's causing the spasm or some tightness on your neck. So this is a complete different situation. I didn't have any thank God, no accident or something like that. I knew that I was doing some lifting, and I should not have pulled my neck forward with a weight that my neck haven't been used to. The muscles on my neck and shoulders wasn't used to, so that's why I knew it was some minor things, it's some tightness in my neck. But if, for instance, I fell or something hit me on my neck or something like that, I feel that tightness, obviously I would have gone to a doctor to make sure nothing is broken. But this, it's nothing near that kind of situation. So that's why I'm showing you guys. But if you guys ever experience anything beyond what I'm going through, you need to see a professional that will tell you what you need to do. With that being said, like I said, I record over the weekend. I stay away from the gym. I didn't want to do, I know once I step at the gym, I'm gonna do things that I already told myself not to do. But once you're there, you have the energy, the vibe, or adrenaline to do some stuff. I probably will do things that I know I should not have done. So therefore, I just stay away from the gym over the weekend. Maybe this next situation was a good thing in a way. Because since my one body part per week, I did tell myself I need to strengthen my legs, and I stay away from that. So since my next situation, I know I don't want to do upper body for the neck, anything above my shoulders, I will not be doing. So I've been focusing on the leg. So today I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to take the camera with me. I'm not gonna record my abs, it's just almost the same thing. But what I'm gonna try to record, even though that platform thing is close to the window, I could never get a good, I've gotten good angle, but the light from the window prevent seeing my body clearly, some of the things that I do. So I'm gonna try to do that, and because I want to do the step up, the body weight squat, and standing on that blue ball. So one thing I really want to do, I want to see how my ankle, especially my left ankle, is doing. The very first one that I'm gonna do to step on the ball, I want to see how my ankle reacts to it, because last time, the last recording that I did on that particular blue ball, I don't know how I call it, it's not a bassoon ball, but it's the same color but smaller, and it's really good. The first time I stepped on it, last time I recorded, I did not record the very first moment that I step on it, because my leg was shaking. But once the muscle, the ankle get used to it, it got a little bit better. It wasn't shaking as I did the first time I step on it. So I want to see the minute I step on it how my ankle react, and then I'll do the same thing that I've done. Sit on the, how do you call this, do calf raises, and then go and step on it, see how my ankle is reacting. Hopefully there's not a lot of people. The camera will not be pointing up, it will be mostly from my abdominal and lower, because I want to focus on my leg mostly. And then I'm gonna do some squats. I'm gonna do the leg press. So pretty much all the leg things I'm gonna do: squats, leg press, leg extension, calf raises. I'm gonna do both calf raises, the two machines that they have. The one where I sit and my leg is doing this, I'm gonna do that first, and then I'll have the ball there, and I'll be getting up and step on it. And then after I do all the leg machines and the one area, then I'll go and do the other seated calf raises. I don't know if I will use the ball, alternate between that and the ball. So if I do that, I'll see if I could record. But otherwise, I plan on record, and I'm not 100% sure how much I will be recording, depend on the environment of the gym. But the only thing I really want to record is the very first moment I step on the blue ball. I want to see how my ankle reacts to it. And then after that, that's it. Over the weekend, we just hang out with the kids. If you go on my family channel, you see some stuff we did with the kids. They behave well, so we reward them. So that particular video is part of this week. Although I don't have that much uploads as I do with my fitness on my family channel, but I try to. I don't know. I try to not combine, like, let's say, for instance, I did a video with the ring light. Part 1, I believe, is in the fitness channel. Part 2 is in my family channel, because I did 2 days of recording. The first day we got the ring light. What happened? We were trying not to purchase another stand, because we have a stand for the camera, and then the ring light has its own, but we were trying to avoid buying one, but the thing wasn't stable on the camera stand, the original stand we had. So eventually we had to buy another stand for the ring light. Like right now, I don't know why I didn't put it on. There it is. All right, the ring light. I keep on forgetting. That's the main reason I came here. So part 1 is in the fitness channel, part 2 is in the family channel. Then our kids got involved on the second day. That's why I put it on the family channel. So yeah, so that's about it. If I record anything, or if I feel like, maybe after I work out, I'll discuss whatever it is that I did. So that's it for now. Okay, today is January 29, 2017, and it's 11:27. Came back from the gym. I had a pretty decent workout. My focus was my legs, and I did pretty well. And I realized a couple things while focusing on my legs. Okay, I went and I didn't record all of my workout. I sort of wanted to record my step up and some of the things that I did for on the platform, because I've been talking about it. I don't have any clips, but there were some people there, so I didn't even bother pulling the camera out. So for the legs, I was thinking while I was at the gym, sometimes your body give you, there are signs about your body that sometimes you fail to catch when it happened. Over actually last month, I believe, during the snowstorm, I wore my boots, and it's a boot I had. I hardly wear it. It's like when it's snowing and things like that, I wore it. It's pretty much brand new. I had it for a long time, for a very long time, maybe the most maybe 3 or 4 years, but I hardly wear it. So it's still remain brand new. Never had any issues with it. But this year I wore it. I have a video I mentioned, and I even the thumbnail have a picture of my toes, my ugly toes, where it sort of scratched the area of my left toe, and I was kind of shocked to see, you know, what's going on. I wore that boot so many times, nothing never happened. And when I've been having issues with my toes, that same toe that the boot sort of scratched, and usually when I'm putting the AccuRelief, I'll put it on my the leg area, my left leg, and then on the joint of my toes. So it's that same area that I'm always having weaknesses on my toes that the boot sort of scratch. So long story short, while I was working out, I stood on the blue ball. I put my left foot on it, and I realized when I stand on the blue ball, my body is shifting, the weight, the load of my body is shifting to the outside of my foot, and this side is very weak. It won't stay, my foot will not stay level, or at least stays on that side of my foot. So it keeps on going over here. Even when I was doing exercise on about my sciatica, I sat on the living room. I believe I had 2 chairs. One I'm sitting on, and one my foot was on it, and I had a band where I was doing abduction and adduction on my foot, and plantar flexion and all this stuff, and I realized my foot cannot come in. This side of my foot is very weak, and today everything makes sense to me. Why I got a scratch on my toes, why the joint is always feeling weak, and all this stuff. So this week, my main focus each time I go to the gym is to focus on all of these. Tomorrow I'll be home, and I'll use the band to do some adduction exercises with my foot, because I've had this issue. I knew about it, but it never clicked to me. So it affecting my toes, my joint area on my toes. I'm using my hand as the example, but think of this as my left foot, and then this is the toe, the big toe, that's giving me the problem. And this area of my foot is very weak, so I need to do exercises, I believe, this way, adduction, to strengthen this side of my foot. So what I did, the main thing now I wanted to record was the very first moment I step on that blue ball at the gym. I have a clip of that, and my foot started shaking as I expected. And as I go along, and I'm realizing issues with my toes, where I realized my foot. So I did one particular couple exercise. I'm standing on the blue ball. When I realized my foot keeps on going to the left, to the outside, it like my weight wants to shift to the side of my foot. So I was looking for something. When I stand on, I move the ball. and I stand on the floor without anything to challenge my joint. I stood on the floor and I realized my foot is still shifting to the side. So I was looking for something at the gym, not too high, but not too high, not too high, but not too low, but enough for me when I stand on the floor. So my foot, instead of going this way, it will at least stays level with that side of my foot. I don't know if I'm making sense. So I used the blue ball. I looked around, I didn't see anything. So I was like, I'll use the corner of the ball to stand on. The camera's up there and I'm doing it with my foot. I'll have to keep on shifting the thing. I will show you what I did. So I used the side of the ball, the perimeter of the ball, to lean this side of my foot when I'm standing on the floor, so at least it will stay level. So that sort of work. And it was so funny, after I did a couple rounds standing on the ball, and then I removed the ball and I stood on the floor, it's like my foot sort of fell. It's like, you know, it has a mind of its own. It was shaking as if I was standing on the ball. So that's why I was playing around with it until I sort of getting the hang of it, and I realized some of the issues that I'm having. Even when I'm standing, when I'm home, I'm putting the AccuRelief. I've even done foam rolling, telling you the side of my foot, of my leg, this side. I can't bring, let me see if I could lower this. I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture. Too much work. So the side of my foot, my left foot, there's an area that always seems so tight. So when I was working on my calf raises, and I did 2 different versions of calf raises. Once I was finished playing with the ball, standing on it, and then, you know, do little tweaks here and there on the blue ball, I went and sat on the long version of the calf raises, play around with it, go back and forth, back and forth. That one took me a while to finally get a good recording, because when it finally was available, there was a lady doing what is it, hamstring curl. The porn hamstring curl is right next to it, so I stopped recording. As soon as I start recording again, someone else sat on it. So it was on and off, on and off. But eventually I wanted to do the last recording, and to see how my feet, my legs sort of have improved just for today. And I have a recording of it. Then I did, what is it? Hamstring curls and leg extension. I didn't record that. I just play around with it. And then I went to the other calf raise machine where I sat on. And this one, that's the one I have a recording showing how I do the rotation on it. So this one, I did not go heavy on it at all. I put 2 25-pound plates on it. And then I did the rotation of my toes. And then I realized about the big toes. So each time I sat on it, I tried to push the machine with my big toe, and that helps a lot. And the very first time I did it, I felt the side of my foot like really working. So this is something I have to work on all this week. Tomorrow I'm not gonna go. I'll explain why. It sounds silly. It's almost like I did a full body, but not really. So on Wednesday when I go to the gym, I'll do the same thing. I may not record everything that I've done, what I'm gonna do on Wednesday, but the main thing, all the exercise that I've done with the blue ball, I will continue do it. Leg extension, hamstring curls, and then the 2 version of calf raises the gym has, I'm gonna do. The seated one, I will focus for my toes to push the thing. And it really helps. The minute I finish doing it, I feel all the blood flowing. It feels very light, and it's a weird feeling, but it's a good feeling. So after I did the seated calf raise and push it with my toes mostly, I stood on the ball. I think it was okay, but we'll see how what I captured. I'm gonna show you all my recording that I did today. Then once I finish all of the leg exercise, I did the squat machine where my back is against the pad. I did that. I didn't go too heavy. I just play around with it. I did not did the leg press. Someone was using it, and by the time he was done, I had other things in mind to do. Then I went to the dumbbells area. I did not lift any weight at all, because I want all this to be relaxed this week. I don't want it to overwork with any weight. What I did is that all the movements that I usually do when I'm on the bench at 45 degrees, I usually do up all these movement, front raises, lateral raises. I did it without any weight, just my arm. I lean on the bench and I was doing all those movement with body weight. I record the last set of it, because when I got there were a couple people. They were spread around, but anyway, I was like, I want to record it because it's gonna be hard for me to explain it, and I'll have to look for all video clips of me doing them with weight to talk about it. So I just record my last set. I believe I did 4 sets of that particular exercise on the bench, and without any weight. Just my arm was doing the movement, and it's a good feeling when the first one that I did, and I was able to keep my body straight, aligned. I wasn't shifting around, and then I felt it right away. My body felt it right away, and yeah, my neck. When I say I felt it right away, it's a good feeling, but not on the neck muscles. It's just a weird feeling, because usually when I'm using weight, you know, your body's fighting to stay stabilized and to stay at proper neutral position. So without the weight, because I haven't done it without any weight for a very long time, so it was a good feeling of me doing this, front raises, you know, and I did shoulder press without any weight, just my arm doing the movement. And then when I did bend over row, not bend over row, what is it? Lateral raises, reverse fly. I can't even think of it. I did that without any weight also. So it felt really good without any weight. And I felt it on those muscles too. So next time I go to the gym on Wednesday, after I finish my leg exercises, I'm gonna do the same thing again without any weight. So that's it. And yeah, I hope this video helps, and my neck situation forced me to focus on stability exercises for my legs. So if I didn't have this, I'll be going to the gym and do some stupid things with weights and stuff like that. So I needed to do it. I kept on avoiding it. My injury forced me to focus on it. So that's it.